And now for a very special award, our international president,
Joan Boutilier.
Each year, Sweet Adelines International presents the National Association for Music Education, or NAfME, award to a member who has exhibited significant contributions and service to music education. This year's recipient is well known to young singers all around the barbershop world, whose lives she has impacted through her involvement in numerous youth singing festivals and projects, as well as through her work as a music educator at a public school. Melody Hine is an accomplished singer who has been around barbershop her entire life. She sings baritone with the 2018 Rising Star Champion Quartet and 2019 Harmony International Champion Quartet, Hot Pursuit, who are known for their fun and innovative performances. She is also a member of Song of Atlanta Chorus and an increasingly sought-after arranger and clinician. Melody, the daughter of barbershop dynamos Clay and Becky Hine, graduated from the University of Georgia summa cum laude with a bachelor's degree in music education. Beginning in 2016, she worked as the choral director and piano instructor at Duluth Middle School in Duluth, Georgia. She currently works at the Roberto Clemente Middle School in Germantown, Maryland. Her students benefit from her enthusiasm for music, and she often incorporates barbershop singing into their lessons. Her nominator writes, Melody's welcoming personality and infectious love of barbershop harmony has enabled her to share our craft with both middle and high schoolers, ultimately attracting many to participate in Young Women in Harmony festivals and to encourage a lifetime of singing barbershop. From barbershop youth festivals to Song of Atlanta's Diva Day programs for young singers, from tag clinics to harmony camps, from quartet coaching to arranging popular songs for singers of all ages, Melody dedicates so much of her time and energy to the future of barbershop singing. She is a credit to the many mentors who guided her own musical journey. Melody, your remarkable dedication to teaching and your extracurricular activities outside of the classroom stood out in your nomination for this award. We applaud you for your love of barbershop and commitment to share our craft with young people. Your great passion for singing and for sharing what you've learned is an inspiration. We are honored to present you with the 2020 NAfME Award.
Joan, thank you so much. It's really interesting to listen to you read all that stuff off, because when I am doing it, it doesn't feel like that much. And then when other people talk to me about it, it just sounds like a lot of things. So this is a huge honor for me. I can remember being at so many international conventions and watching like all of my barbershop teacher idols receive this award. And I remember listening to each of their lists of accomplishments and thinking like, wow, I want to be just like Debbie Cleveland and Lori Lyford and Susan Ives and all these other amazing educators. And I hoped at some point that I would do enough to deserve recognition for this award. And in my mind, it was going to be in like 10 years. So this kind of came as a shock this summer. And I actually wanted to just kind of share a kind of quick teaching story with that in mind. So last year was my 4th year of teaching at Duluth Middle School. And the year before that, my 3rd year of teaching, I actually had a lot of struggles with administration. And some of them were due to things that I did need to work on, understandably, because we all have stuff to work on. But a lot were due to some unfortunate agendas from leaders that didn't actually have my best interest or my students' best interest as their highest priority. So this got to the point that I was sitting with my principal on the last day of school last year, I guess it would have been, in 2019, and sitting in the boardroom, and she told me that she didn't think that I should be a teacher. And I have literally only wanted to be a teacher my entire life. So that was devastating. I spent the entire summer basically trying to decide if I should go back to that school or even to continue teaching. Like I looked at other jobs and like decided that there was no way that I could do anything else. So I decided to just improve my work as much as possible over the summer. I read a lot of books. I talked to a lot of my barbershop teaching idols that are basically all past recipients of this award. And I was worried that if I went back in the fall that something would happen that wasn't my fault and I would get blamed for it and I wouldn't have a job there anymore. But I also romantically hoped that at the end of the story would be that I would get better at the things that I wasn't great at. I would improve on the things that I knew I was already good at. And I would have my best year of teaching thus far, and that maybe eventually that I could do enough to deserve this award, and then I could go to international and tell this story. I was like, that would be so cool if I could make it through this year and like really have improved and feel confident about all these things despite all of this like other nonsense, and then tell this story. So weirdly enough, that went a little bit more according to plan than I thought, minus like the quarantine situation and all that stuff. And international obviously is a little bit different this year, but music educators and just educators in general are working harder than ever. And I think that also whether or not your profession is an educator, if you're a barbershopper, I think you're a teacher, because you are a teacher to non-barbershoppers about what it means to be a member of your organization. So all of this is just an especially trying and divisive time for a lot of folks. And I think it's just more important than ever that we all represent our organization well when we teach others about it. We should all try to not just to be kind, because we say that a lot, and that's true, but it's not just about being kind. It's about being consciously empathetic and actively supportive and enthusiastically inclusive, because you could end up being the reason that someone does or does not find a family and a home in barbershop, based on what you taught them. So all of that to say, there's a million people that I could thank, and I won't go through that long list, but it's parents, it's my awesome teachers, it's my worst teachers, it's music educator friends that have lifted me up and told me things from their lives. But just to all those people, I mean, to be recognized for what I've done as a teacher just means the absolute world to me. Obviously for the stories that I just told, but for a lot of other reasons. So I just want to say thank you to SAI and to NAfME for this incredible honor. And to everybody who's in any barbershop organization, remember that you're a teacher too.
Thank you so much. That was so inspiring, Melody, and your story is very very uplifting for all of us, especially right now as teachers are really going through a tough time, and you've had your own other experiences on top of this. So thank you and congratulations again. We're very proud that you're our recipient of this award.
Hi everybody, my name is Christopher Woodside and I'm the Interim Executive Director for the National Association for Music Education. I'm so excited to be with you today to honor Melody Hine. Melody's welcoming personality and infectious love of barbershop harmony has enabled her to share her craft with both middle and high schoolers, ultimately attracting many to participate in Young Women in Harmony festivals and to encourage a lifetime of singing barbershop. While we wish we could all be together today to celebrate you, Melody, on behalf of all of us at the National Association for Music Education, we're so proud of your accomplishment. Enjoy this.